Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be doing my February TBR. So, for the month of February, I'm going to be trying to read all contemporary books, and I'm very excited about it because I don't read contemporary like fairly often. I do read it when I want to break from like heavier things like sci-fi or fantasy. So, I'm excited to dedicate this whole month to just really light books. And so yeah, that's what I'm going to do this month. I'm going to start off by picking my TBR jar. So that might be the only book that's not contemporary because I'm committing this year to picking from that jar. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'll show you guys the other contemporary books that I chose. All right, let's find out what I'm going to get from the TBR jar. I'm crossing my fingers. It's not a really big one, but we will see what happens. I have Marcus on standby waiting to go grab the book for me, so let's find out. Okay, we got one. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. And the book is called Rapture. So I'll be right back. So Marcus grabbed the book off the shelf for me, and it is Rapture by Alex Wu. So I'm going to read the back for you guys, so we're finding out what this book is about at the same time. But judging from the cover, I'm guessing this is a sci-fi book, and I love sci-fi, so I'm pretty excited about it. All right, let me read this. In the year 2068, followers of the pure are vanishing from Earth. Its rapture as predicted in their scriptures. At least that is what the religion's faithful believe. To conspiracy theorists, the disappearances are a nefarious government plot. To the government, they're merely human foul play. To Reiko Liebenstadt, a disgraced agent at the Federal Protectorate, the mystery is her obsession. On the case that sank her career, she alone witnessed a purist vanish from a canoe in the middle of a lake. Reiko's investigation of the pure leads her to a world ravaged by disease and war. She uncovers the real reason she was chosen for the assignment, the hidden meanings in the prophecies of the scriptures, and the ultimate fate of those raptured. The truth is far from heavenly. Well, that sounds pretty cool. I'm definitely intrigued to read this one. It is also just over 300 pages, so it's not a huge commitment to my TBR for this month, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think I'm going to fly through this. The font is actually pretty big in this too, so I think it'll be an easy read, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The next book I have on my TBR is actually one of my arcs, and so that was my other thing that I was going to do this year is try and read at least one arc every TBR. So this one is called We Are Totally Normal, and this is by Rahul Kanakia. Sorry if I butchered that. This is supposed to be a queer coming-of-age story. I'll read you the back so you can get a better idea of what it's about. So it says, Nandan's got a plan to make his junior year perfect, but hooking up with his friend Dave was not part of it, especially because Nandan has never been into guys. Still, Nandan's willing to give a relationship a shot. But the more his anxiety grows about what his sexuality means for himself, his friends, and his social life, the more he wonders whether he can just take it all back. But is breaking up with Dave the only person who's ever really gotten him worth feeling normal again? That sounds like it could be a really interesting read. The book is actually not that big. It's less than 300 pages. But yeah, like I'm totally down to read this one. I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll deal with some hard topics, but it's also going to be very enlightening, and I think I will be looking forward to this one. This book has been out since March of 2020, so I'll put a link down below to go find it. I was given this arc by HarperCollins, so thank you HarperCollins for that, and I'm really looking forward to it. The next book I'm reading is actually part of a buddy read with Amanda. We do lots of buddy reads together, and we hadn't done one in a while, so we wanted to find a book that we could both read this month together. And so we chose Geekerella by Ashley Poston. As you can see, I still have the sticker from the used bookstore because I don't know, if I like it, I'll keep it and take the sticker off, but if not, you leave the sticker on, you get more credit back, so hopefully I like it. So this book is essentially a Cinderella retelling, but it's happening with like a cosplay contest. And so the main character, she's been saving up and trying to put together a contest for this like ball that she wants to win this contest. And there's another character who is like a movie star, and it's kind of like a Comic-Con situation. So he's like the actual famous person in shows, and he goes to these contests and these things for like photo ops and things like that. but I'm assuming the two of them meet and start some sort of romance or something like that. It says on the back that it's like definitely for nerd culture, and I'm a huge nerd, so I'm looking forward to seeing like how they do the Comic-Con like cosplay twist on this book. But yeah, I think it's gonna be really interesting, and it'll be a pretty fast read. It's not that big. Most of my books this month aren't that big, which is awesome. Like, I feel like I'm gonna fly through them all. The next book on my TBR is one that I've been wanting to read for a while, and that is Camp by L.C. Rosen. I actually got this book for my birthday back in August, and I've had it for a long time, sitting on the shelf staring at me, and I've really wanted to read it. This is a book about a bunch of kids that go to an LGBTQ plus camp, and yeah, like I just think that concept alone is really cool. I'll read the back so you can get like a better idea of what it is, but just that drew me in right away. And I saw this book all over Bookstagram, and I just think it's a really pretty cover. It just makes me think of when I was part of Boy Scouts and like we got to do all the fun stuff and collect all the badges and stuff like that. So yeah, I just think this book's gonna be cool. But anyways, I'll read the back for you. 16-year-old Randy Kappelhoff loves spending the summer at Camp Outland, a camp for queer teens. It's where he met his best friends, it's where he takes to the stage in the big musical, and it's where he fell for Hunky Hudson Aronson Lim. Oh my god, that's a tongue twister of a name. Who is only into straight acting guys and barely knows Randy even exists. This year, though, it's going to be different. Randy has reinvented himself as Del, buff, masculine, and on the market. Even if it means giving up show tunes, nail polish, and his unicorn bed sheets, he's determined to get Hudson to fall for him. But as he and Hudson grow closer, Randy has to ask himself how much he is willing to change for love. And is it really love anyway if Hudson doesn't know who he truly is? This book sounds adorable. Like, I think it's going to be a very interesting read, and I think that my heart is going to feel for Randy throughout this book. But I'm really excited to see how it goes. I'm also kind of getting like Camp Rock vibes from this. So I'm down for that because that was a movie that I loved as a kid. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this one. I will also be reading Black Flamingo by Dean Atta, and I have the UK edition. I also got this back in August. I just love this edition because look at the like gold like is super shiny on the cover, and it's just absolutely stunning. So this book is about a boy who is a drag queen, and it's written in verse, which is awesome because I recently read Clap When You Land, and that was written in verse, and I really enjoyed the way it was written. So I'm looking forward to diving into this one. I find that when the book is written in verse, it goes really fast, and it just flows so smoothly, so I think this one's going to be awesome. I'll read the back because I really like the way they like phrase this on the back. So it says, "This is not about being ready. It's not even about being fierce or fearless. It's about being free." And then the description is, Michael waits in the stage wings wearing a pink wig, pink fluffy coat, and black heels. One more step will see him illuminated by spotlight. He has been on a journey of bravery to get here, and he is almost ready to show himself to the world in bold colors. Can he emerge as the Black Flamingo? So, I don't know. This sounds awesome. I'm really looking forward to this book. I think I'm going to read it so fast, and I've heard so many great things from other booktubers about this book. I don't think I've heard one single negative thing about this book. So I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, it's going to be a good one. And then, of course, I wanted to add graphic novels to my monthly TBRs. Kind of like, I didn't say this, but a lot of people have been saying in the comments that graphic novels are like a palate cleanser. And I really like that terminology for it. So that's what I'm going to go with. So I have 2 graphic novels here that I could choose from if I finish all these books. And the first one is the 4th volume of Aquaman. I'm currently reading through this series right now, and I'm on volume 4, Death of a King. It's been a pretty good series so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it continues. The other option I have is Batgirl volume 1. This is one that I've had for a while, and I've wanted to get into Batgirl, but I just haven't had the time to pick it up, or I just haven't picked it up yet. But I have it here, ready and waiting for me. This one's called The Darkest Reflection. So it's volume 1. I don't know if it's like going to be her origin story for this one. That's what I'm assuming since it's her first issue, but we'll see. I might even read both of these graphic novels if I finish through all these books. I feel like I'm going to fly through the books this month because they're all very easy reads. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And then I have one more book set aside so that if I finish everything on the TBR, including the graphic novels, I will also pick up Aristotle and Dante. This is a book that a lot of people have told me to read, and I got this around my birthday as well. So this is like my book that I'll have on the background. If I finish everything else, I will pick this up. I do intend to read this eventually, but yeah, I think that this one will be a good one for this month as well, if I get through everything. And that's it for my TBR video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you have read any of those books and what you thought about them, or let me know what you're reading this month. I'm always interested to find out that as well. If you want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Coffee page, which I'll put in the description down below, as well as a link to buy my bookmarks. You know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post videos. I post my videos on Mondays and Thursdays. And until next time, keep on reading.